Hey there, so recently in my life I've had a few little successes, some of which I can't really talk about yet. You'll hear about those soon enough. But what I wanted to talk about in this video is what is the key to having success? And what I mean by that is there something that you can do, and I can do, and everyone can do that increases the odds that you will be successful at any given thing? Something that spurred this thought a little bit was I'm reading Originals by Adam Grant, and I have had this idea for a while that everything in life comes down to a dice roll, more or less. And I'm wondering what you guys think about this. Do you think that the key to success is to roll the dice more often? And if you do, why? And if you don't, why? I do. I think that everything in this universe has come down to a number of dice rolls. And that's, genetics and evolution and the shifts of power dynamics within nations and things. These things all happened after time and time again. They didn't happen until the right sequence happened to make sure that it stayed. What this Originals book talks about, and what I've thought for a while about creative success, and I think this goes for business success as well, is if you make more content, if you make more attempts at whatever it is you're trying to achieve, and you make a lot of radically different attempts, the odds that one of them will succeed becomes much greater, obviously. Not only do you become more attuned to how to do these things, and this is kind of the Silicon Valley fail faster motto of the quicker you can try something and see if it works or not, the quicker you can move on to the next idea that will be even better than the one that you have now. And if the idea that you have now works, great, but the odds of that is pretty minuscule. So the only way to counteract those small odds is to continue to create things, continue to try new innovations over and over again in rapid succession. And that's kind of what I really think success comes down to. Like Picasso made thousands of paintings, or close to 1,000, I suppose, and only a handful of them are actually remembered. Mozart made 700 some compositions, and only a handful of those are remembered, but they're remembered as masterpieces. In Originals, Adam Grant talks about that there's times in creative people's lives, these creative people that we remember, that they were creating much more work than normal. So they were creating hundreds of pieces of work rather than a few a year trying to perfect them, and that's when they made their masterpieces. So the odds of rolling the dice more, combined with skill, were able to help them produce masterpieces. And this is the same thing with innovation and inventions. The more that you look at someone like Thomas Edison, who contributed so massively, whether or not you think he was ethically a good person, he did contribute pretty intensely to the advancement of technology, and he had thousands of patents that he never even did anything with. Same thing with someone like Da Vinci. You look at his notes that have been recorded, and those are probably just a fragment of what he actually recorded. There's so much that he just kind of rolled the dice and said, I wonder if this would work. And then, interestingly, he came up with a lot of stuff that works now, but the technology at the time didn't exist to make it happen. So as a filmmaker, that's kind of what I think too. It's hard. It's easier said than done, obviously. I wish that I could be making a movie every single weekend, but because of the economics of figuring out how to live in a small town, that's just not happening. But I am out there working like 4 or 5 different jobs per se. I have like 2 real jobs and then 3 ongoing freelance things, and I have success in one and not in the others, and then I'll have some success in the other one and not these ones. And I think that all attributes to just the amount of times I'm rolling the dice with life and saying, hey, I wonder if this will work. So I'm interested to hear what you think. Do you think that the key to success is trying over and over and over again, rolling the dice more often, or do you think that really focusing and perfecting one masterpiece of an idea or of a piece of art is the way to go? Leave that in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.